Hi everyone, it is Import from Evo Esports here, and I wanted to give you guys an update for Evo Esports going forward into 2025, as well as a short review of what we accomplished in 2024. We have a lot of big changes coming up in the future for us, including a big update towards how we are approaching competitive Trackmania going forward, and what changes you'll be seeing in the coming weeks, actually, if not sooner. Stay tuned real quick as I go through all this information for you, and hopefully you will enjoy the video and enjoy this update. Something we're trying to do is be more transparent. That's always been our goal as Evo, is to be open to the community, being accepting of everybody, but also being transparent about the actions that we do, as we do feel like, as we are one of the largest Trackmania communities in Trackmania, we should also be transparent and be open with the changes that are going to be happening, especially if it affects our events going into the future. So, as a small recap of what we did last year, we had a lot of events, a lot of successful events, a lot of fun events. We organized events like Mud Masters. At the beginning, very slightly controversial, but seems that a lot of people are asking for it. I see a lot of questions asking when Mud Masters 2 is coming back. Fortunately, I don't have that answer for you, but hopefully, maybe in the future, we'll be able to have that back. But I do have something dirt related that you might be interested in later in the video. Khaki Remix partnership. We did partner with Khaki Remixed and was able to help them with their Khaki Remixed 3. Also, we did the Evo Rally campaign, Gear 2 Ice Cup, Evo Pride campaign, Evo Speed Duels, Evo Ice Cup 3, and of course, XP Evo 2024 with over 700 attendees, 26 countries represented, and yeah, it was a big memory-filled event, and I think everybody enjoyed themselves. At least I hope they did, and hopefully they're going to be interested in attending XP Evo 2025 in the fall. Now, with those changes as well, we do have to approach our competitive side, which we had a lot of successes on. We were able to get our first place ever. We broke our second place curse that we had with the first place in MTS Spring Split. That was our tech team being able to get us our first victory ever as Evo. Also, we participated in EMC WTT and other events as well, but unfortunately not getting the win that we wanted. With that being said, I want to talk about the competitive teams real quick, because there is going to be a big change going forward. We realized at Evo that the administrative structure is strained due to how big we are. We're just a very large community, a lot of players, and everybody, I think, has recognized that there's a lot of people in Evo. We want to change that, not to make us more special, more exclusive, but we realize that we don't have the current administrative structure to support all these competitive teams that we are currently running. So with that being said, we have talked with our team leads and talked with them about what we're going to be doing going forward, which is going to be reducing the support specifically on the social media side, because that is a lot of the work that is done just by two people, which is basically me and Chris. Chris more so than me, and we just don't really have the time to constantly be tracking what all of our teams are doing, especially when we have a lot of teams and a lot of players. So we are going to reduce that support, not completely. We'll still, of course, report when we're having teams participating in competitions and what results they get. But as for every single match, every single week, especially trying to coordinate streams for those matches, it just isn't possible with the limited amount of staff that are available, especially when that staff is mostly reallocated to events like XP Evo or other online events that we have in the pipeline. After having discussions with our team leads, the tech and mix lineups have decided to leave Evo and make their own teams, as they feel like they are able to produce the support that they need for themselves, and realistically they have been largely independent since they joined us after they left M&M about 2 years ago. So they've largely been running independent since they've joined Evo, and it just makes sense for both them and us for this departure to happen. We are still all remaining friends. There's no bad blood. Nobody was forced out. There was no fights in the background. Nothing crazy, nothing dramatic. I know this community likes to have all the drama, but there is no drama. We both realize as groups that we are growing and want to move in a different direction, which is focusing more on our events, while the competitive team, they're looking for more support for them, and we just simply at this point are not able to provide that for them. So Again, Tex and Mix lineups are going to be leaving and creating their own team. And again, we appreciate everyone who has been a part of Evo for these last 2 years from those lineups. We are going to severely miss them, but also we'll be rooting for them in their endeavors going on into 2025. So for our ice and full speed lineups, they are going to be remaining within Evo. They are aware of the reduced support for the social media and the Twitch streams, but they have been with us since the very beginning, since the early 2021 era. And so this is nothing new for them. They're pretty much used to this. And so for right now, our ice and full speed teams are not planning to leave us anytime soon. We still will be supporting them in their competitions as much as we can in 2025. Well, also with the potential and projected changes that are going to be happening with TMWT, as well as a lot of events moving to a duo format yet again for 2025. We are looking to provide support for duos, especially duos who plan to go to LANs. They are wanting to be supported by the Evo banner. We are looking to support them accommodation wise to be able to go to LANs. We are already in talks with some duos already for that opportunity going into 2025. As far as our casual team, we did have a casual team for the longest time. We are going to be closing down our casual team, and a lot of those members are going to be split across a couple different ways. We are renaming casual or Evo Casual as Evo Legacy. Essentially, those who have been with Evo for a long time still identify with our org, still consider themselves a member and currently and actively interact with us. They are going to be in the legacy role, which basically means they're a member for life. They don't have to leave Evo, but they aren't forced to be in a staff position or a competitive role. For those who are connected to Evo, but in an external way, and they're just friends with us and they only show up every once in a while and chat with us, those are all being moved to Evo Friends. So you will see a lot of departures coming up with not just the tech and mixed role, but also you'll see a lot of departures coming from our casual role, as well as those will be also split up and removed if they are no longer with us going forward. So it's not Armageddon. It's not the worst thing ever. What we're trying to do is we're trying to reduce all the members that we have and trying to reduce it to the core of who are actually true Evo, hard and true Evo players and members. As we move forward, because we realize that with the current foundation that we have, it's a little shaky right now. So we want to be able to rebuild on a foundation that is actually strong and being able to support the continued growth that we expect to have. We only expect this to be a temporary position that we're going to be in. We do expect to grow again at some point in the future, but for right now, we need to kind of reel it back in a little bit, raise our standards a little bit of what a Evo member is. And going forward, we will be a little bit more selective in who we bring on to Evo. For the future, events-wise, I'm sure you guys are interested a little bit about events we might have coming in the future. I can't reveal too much. However, we are going to be bringing back a Dirt Weekly that is going to be coming up here in the coming months, if I'm correct. So Dirt Weekly is going to make a return in the coming months. Not Mud Masters. I know you guys have been asking for Mud Masters. Talk to Ven. He's the one who's supposed to be organizing it. So you can send the angry DMs to him. But Dirt Weekly is going to be making a return. So that is very exciting. So keep your eyes out for that. Also, I'm sure you've already heard or seen the teasers about the Ambit. I just want to make a clarification that the Ambit is an independent Trackmania community circuit. It is not connected with Evo. I am an organizer within the Ambit, but that does not make it automatically an Evo circuit. I know that's a word's been passed around. Evo is just a member of the community circuit. The Ambit is actually a conglomerate of several event organizers working together to make a community project available for you, especially if, for whatever reason, with the current shaky timeline of TMWT and the uncertainty that it constantly has each year, that this is it is a proof of concept, and that we are not expecting it to be anything crazy or take over TMWT or save Trackmania Esports, but just something that the community can rely on and expect to have each year as a competitive circuit format. But I'm sure you guys are more interested about XP Evo 2025. So I can go ahead and soft announce that XP Evo 2025 is going to be happening not in October, but at the end of September. The exact date we'll announce when we release the official announcements in our XP Evo Day announcement video, but maybe start making plans for the end of September, as that is when XP Evo 2025 is going to land. It is happening again this year. We confirmed the dates, and I'm very excited to get working on that project once again this year. And I hope you guys are ready for XP Evo 2025 to happen again and bring back all the magic that we had back in October. So with that being said, that's pretty much all we have for this update. So thank you guys so much. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy 2025. I don't know if 2025 is the year, but I surely hope it will be. So thank you guys. Have a good evening.